Welcome back, everyone. Today is very exciting. We are going to be doing a review and tutorial of all 4 of the new Jaclynhill palettes with Morphe. And I did get the vault, and instead of doing one look at a time, I decided to use all 4 and see what I could come up with. This was what I ended up with, and I love it. I had so much fun filming this tutorial. This is the most fun that I've had, I think, ever doing a tutorial, and definitely the most fun I've had with a palette in a really long time. So if you guys are interested in seeing this look, then just stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. We are going to jump right in. I already did my foundation and my concealer and bronzer and all that stuff, and I actually tried to use a lot of things that I knew were Jaclynhill's favorites from watching her for so many years. You kind of know what it is that are the products that she really likes. So I'll go over that and kind of talk as we're doing the makeup. Now, I did go ahead and prime my eyes with MAC Paint Pot and Painterly like I always do, and I set it with actually this time it's the La Mer powder is what I used. I do typically use the Hourglass, but I really do like the La Mer. It is a beautiful powder, very expensive, but it has a lot of skincare in it, and I like that a lot. I like any products that provide me with skincare as well. I feel like it's a 2-for-1, and for me it's always worth it to spend a little bit extra, or a decent amount extra, to get good skincare in with the products that you're putting on your face. So, and then I used my Marc Jacobs bronzer. I went ahead and used that, and then I used Amaretto in the champagne split that she did with Becca. I used the Amaretto for my blush, and then of course it wouldn't be any kind of Jaclynhill favorite if I didn't use Champagne Pop. So I did use the Becca Champagne Pop. Okay, so my eyes are set, and there's no creases. I think we're pretty much good to go. Now, what I am definitely going to do, because I have no idea about how these are going to, if they have fallout, I have no idea about them. So I am going to grab some Hourglass. I won't use my La Mer for this, but I am going to grab my Hourglass veil and dip into that, and I'm just going to put it right underneath my eye, or eyes, to catch any fallout. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start with the color VIP, just right up here in the top corner. Is a really pretty, I would call it a duochrome. It's super pretty, very icy. We're going to put that up there for now. You know, I don't know if that will be the color that I leave there. It just depends on where this look ends up going. But for now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that, tap it off, and put it right underneath our brow. Oh, that is very bright. I am going to go into the second shade over that is called Access right here, and I am going to try and use that as my transition. I am using my MAC 217, of course. There is almost no kick up from that. Wow, there's almost none, and there is a good deal of pigment. So I'm gonna tap that off a lot until I see how this works. Put this right up there. See what kind of colors we get. Well, that has some, that's got hell of a pigment, you guys. Look at that. But it blended out super easy. It's not like, it's not that it was too much. It's just that, I mean, that little tiny bit really went a long, long way. Okay, not only does it have great pigment that looks really nice, you saw how easy that was to blend out, but it's pretty. I like that color a lot. I knew this was going to be hard for me. I knew that I was going to find colors that I was just like, wow, I really like that color, and I was going to want to stick with it and not move on to other colors. But I am actually going to go back into Access one more time and just tap off the extra. And I do just want to build that up just a little bit more before we go on to the next color. Okay, I'm definitely going to sit... Oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, seriously, you could like do a look on your lids with this color, blow it all the way up, which is my 100% favorite way to do my eyeshadows right now. I just love doing the one color wash all the way up and then brow highlight and being done. It's my favorite thing to do. This would be gorgeous with just that and then some wing liner. That would be absolutely beautiful. But can't do that. We're going to move on. So I'm going to set my blending brush to the side and I'm just going to take a little bit of a smaller crease brush. And I'm going to grab my Wayne Goss number 17. And I am going to go ahead and pick up the color Secure right here. So this is what we were using, that marigold color, and now we're going right here. And I'm just going to barely dip in there. And again, there is almost no kickback on that. And I have a feeling this will be super pigmented as well. I hope you guys can see me. So I am definitely starting in the outer corner with these. Now I know it seems like there's always some kind of drama or controversy. But what is it they say? No publicity is bad publicity. Isn't it weird how there's just always publicity when one of these things come out? And they were talking about, I don't know, the palettes being bad or something or other. If they're bad, I didn't get it's not this one, because this is a damn good palette. Look at that. And you saw how very little I have had to do. I'm going to go right into the color Agent. Right there. Out of this palette. And I'm going to dip into that and mix it with Secure. And try and deepen that up a little bit. And what this is going to tell me, I mean, there's no reason for you to do this if you are, I cannot believe that. Look at that. It did not muddy up. That's what I wanted to see, is if I, really put a bunch of different colors, if it would get muddy. And it is not getting muddy. Alright, so far I've used 4 colors out of this palette alone. I am just going to quickly go back to my MAC 217, grab a little bit more of that Access and tap it off, and go right back. Wow, that is just so pigmented. You guys, you really have to use a light hand with this. I'm going to take one more color out of here, and we're going to go into the color that I've wanted to. It's called Top Secret, and I've even got my little camo on to go with this, since I knew this was going to be the main palette that I was going to use. Wow, that is just so... My gosh. I mean, I'm really knocking that off. Alright, so I'm going to take that right below. That is gorgeous. Look. That tiny little bit that I touched it. And I am going to go into what would be my actual crease. I'm using the Makeup Geek Detailed Crease Brush. This one had a little bit more kickback. As you know from watching me, I don't care about that one way or the other. But if that is, you know, something that matters to you, I just wanted to be sure to mention it to you. Alright, so I am going to sit Armed and Dangerous to the... Should I put it to the side? Hold on. Yes, I'm going to put it to the side for now, and we are going to come back to it because we're going to go, I think, on that Guilt trip. I think we're going to use that one. But we're going to move on to Dark Magic. And we are going to go into the color Potion. This Potion? Right here. And I am going to take my Wayne Goss number 17 brush and barely dip that in there. And these all have mirrors as well, which I like that. Her last palette did not have a mirror, but again, I didn't really understand what everyone was complaining about with it being a palette that was that big. There's no way they would have been able to keep it at the price point that they had it if they would have put a decent mirror in there. And if they would have put a, you know, a circus mirror, like a clown mirror in there where, I mean, it's just ridiculous and not even worth it. Look at the color separation, like how, because this is my actual crease. So that is intentionally, like I have intentionally made that dark right there. And then I will always, you know, I'm going to go back and blend it out later, but I wanted to really deepen up my actual crease because look at how it tricks the eye into looking like my eyes aren't as hooded when you guys know they are super duper hooded. So that's a new technique that I've been using, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of Potion and tap it off and go right back into my real crease. And it's almost like I'm doing a cut crease without any of the concealer or anything, because I am just keeping it right, like real tight, real tight into that crease. I mean, you know, when I'm using the viewfinder here to blend, that this is easy to blend out. Okay, I'm lightweight obsessed. Alright, I need to stop and move on to... Let's see, what is Trickery? Is that a sparkly? Or is that matte? Oh, it's like a pretty satiny. That's pretty. We have so nowhere to go. What's the very last one? Alright, I'm gonna try it. I really like this color Trickery here. So, oh, look at that. Yeah, that's going on my lid. Okay, I'm going to take a Morphe M2, is it 224? I think it's 224, but don't hold me to that because, like I said, I can't see anything. And I am going to take my Too Faced Do the Do. This is what I'm using this for. It's perfect for this. And I'm going to give that a nice shake. And after this is empty, I'm going to use it as for any of my satin or shimmer shadows. That's what I'm going to use it for. I also sprayed it on my chest, and it looks really pretty. It does give a super, let me see if I can see, it gives a really pretty glow. Oh geez, I probably messed everything up here. But I'm going to use it for that. Now, one thing I'm definitely going to do is that after it's empty, I'm going to keep this bottle and reuse it because I just cannot get over the mister on this thing. It's just so awesome. Okay, so I am going to dip into Trickery. Let me see what I pick up just by... Wow. I'm going to spray it for sure because I'm scared of that. That looks very pigmented. And I don't want that to fall all over the place. So I am going to spray it. And I am going to put this on the outer edge here. Alright, let's see where... Wow. You can see that. Goodness. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's pretty. That is a super unique shade, too. And I'm just going to take it right up to where that green is at. And blend it in. This is a very, very pretty color. It's like teal and green. I don't know, and it's like, it almost looks like snakeskinish. It's really pretty. So far, every shade that I've used is very, very pretty. I'm going to go back to my Wayne Goss number 17 and back to that very first palette and pick up more Top Secret, which is that green color. And we're going to go right above this Trickery. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty that blends out. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't watch any other reviews that anybody did on this because I didn't want it to influence my opinion on it in any way. But, you know, you cannot be in the beauty community and avoid hearing other people's opinions on just whatever. So I don't listen to other people's reviews on anything that I know I'm going to do a review on because I want mine to truly be honest for you guys. And I don't care how hard you try. When you've heard others' opinions of something, it is going to affect you in one way or the other. If you are a diehard Jaclyn fan, then it's going to maybe influence you to like it more than you would otherwise. And if you're not, it may influence you to not like it, no matter how good it is. So, and I'm in between. I think Jaclyn is extremely talented. Yes, she's changed, but I would certainly hope so. I mean, she's getting older. I mean, we all change. If you stay the same, then that's a problem. Her personal life is none of my business, and I don't hate the hustle. If you can't look at her and respect where she came from and how hard she's worked to get to where she's at, I don't know what to say. I just think as women and people in the beauty community in general, we need to be supporting each other and celebrating each other's successes and not be catty and cutting each other down. It's gross. I'm sick of it. I'm going to go back into Secure, and I am going to just touch it into Access again. So, again, Secure and then Access. So, the orange and the marigold. I'm just kind of blending them together, and I just want to go right above that green now. And I'm barely touching it. That is freaking gorgeous. So, kind of what I was thinking was... I had I had the Jaclyn Hill, the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe out today. And I was messing with that, and I was thinking, and it was before I opened these up or anything, and I was like, you know, it's going to be hard to top these. They're really, really good. And there's so many great colors in there, I just wasn't sure how they were going to make it to where this would be necessary. That's why I really wanted to do all 4 palettes instead of just one look per palette, which I will definitely be doing this. There's no doubt that I will be using these palettes a lot because I am in love so far. But I just wasn't sure how I was going to be able to say, you know, you need all 4 of these. You need the vault. And at this point, I feel very comfortable saying you need it. It's different. It's very different than her other palette. The shadows these are gorgeous. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I cannot get over how easy these are to blend out and how they are not muddying. I cannot get over that. I mean, you can see that deep socket right there where I originally put that deeper green down. It didn't blend into a muddy mess. It's still there. You can see it. It's a shadow, which is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's beautiful. I love it. I am now going to go into... I accidentally just touched the palette and I went into alert. That is how pigmented that is. Man, I love it. Okay, this is the Ring the Alarm. And this is, I mean, this screams fall and gorgeous. This is beautiful. They're all beautiful. I love all of them. I love all of them. I am going to take On Camera. And I'm going to put that in the center, right here. So this gold, oh my gosh, that's pretty. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna spray it with Do the Do. Is that what it's called? No, it's called Do You. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up now. Psh. Do the Do. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna put that right in the middle over top of this. Oh, look at that Trickery color, man. Oh, that's pretty. And even over top of that very deep teal color. Wow. That is unbelievable. I am now on the 3rd palette. I have just randomly picked colors, and several of the palette I've used several colors. In the first one I used 2, 4, 5. And the second one I used 1, 2, 3, 4. And in this one so far I've only used 1. But I'm using them all together instead of just going with the color story that's in each palette by itself. And let's just talk about that for a second. The color stories in each one, they're perfect. It's, if you have a tough time knowing which colors would go together, these are perfect for you because the color stories in all of these work. Every color will go with every color that are in each of these palettes individually. And I think that they are all very complementary of each other so far with what I'm doing here. I'm going to actually go back into Trickery and pick a little bit more of that up and just kind of go right over right there. And that's the On Camera that I'm just blending it. Oops, sorry guys. So $15 a piece, even if you get them at Ulta and you don't do the online pricing, which does make it cheaper if you order it from Morphe.com. It is going to be cheaper for the vault price. Plus, you have to remember you can use anyone that has a Morphe code, you can use their 10% off. It's Jaclyn's palette. To me, it seems appropriate to use her code, but do whatever you would like. So you do get that extra 10% off if you order online or go to a Morphe store. If you pick them up at Ulta, they're just $15 a piece, and there's, you know, you can't get the discount or whatever. Regardless, $15 for 10 decent, I mean, these are decent size. These are not little shadows. Net weight is, I believe it says 16 grams. That's, you guys, this is a lot of product that you're getting. This is not a cheap feeling palette by any means. None of them are. They feel nice and sturdy. These would be simple to travel with. I am extremely happy with my purchase. That I am extremely happy. Coin. I'm nervous that I'm gonna screw this up, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand. Look at that with a brush. Look at that. That is with no setting spray. Holy crap. And I want to put that, what was that color called? Trickery. Next to, oh, it's so pretty. All right, let's just see what happens. Wish me luck. Ooh. Oh, that is so bright. And remember, I did not put any spray on this, which is dumb, because if there's fallout, well, there's none. Look at that. No fallout. I am gonna say, this is the most fun. I've been on here for 41 minutes, and I'm having a blast playing with eyeshadows. This is the most fun I have had with eyeshadow palettes in a long, long time. Like, I could do this for hours. I don't know which ones I want to use. It's just so pretty. Man, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up more of the on camera. I'm going to spray that again. And then what we're going to do is just take it right in the middle of these two. I am going to quickly grab my Marc Jacobs Highliner, and this is in, I believe, Fine Wine. I'll put it up there as always. And I am just going to push my finger in just like that. Can't see, sorry. And this is just a very pretty burgundy. Oh, that's so pretty. And if you do it the way that I said with my finger, if you put your hand on and then just push, let me see if I can go this way. So all I'm doing, my hand's there and I'm just pushing in. Do you see how when I push, it rolls your waterline down, so you're not pulling on your skin. I was thinking about going live on Sunday to do a suggestion video for the Sephora Rouge, VIB, and Beauty Insider, which is 20, 15, and 10% off. Let me know if you guys want me to do that, and if you do, I absolutely will. I'll do that live. I do have a couple of giveaways coming up. You guys, please hit that like button for me. It helps me a lot when you guys hit that. Like, I really want to try and get my likes up, and I'm super happy with the way the channel's going. You guys are so great. You leave comments. Remember, always leave a comment too. That is how I pick my winners for my giveaways. That is how I pick them, is through the comment selector, and you'll never know, because I may go all the way back to my very first video. You have no idea. Or I may even ask a question, and the first person that gets it right will win the prize, and it might be from a video that I did, 3 or 4 videos ago. Because it's only fair, I think, to make sure that I'm giving the prizes to those of you that actually watch my videos. So to me, that seems like not only the most fun way for me, but the most fair way for you guys. So what I'm going to do is take Sparks and Rockstar, these two colors right here, and I combined I combine them together, so it's like a really pretty magenta-ish color and a very pretty maroon. And we are going to take that right up against... It's pretty. That's crazy. Combined, it is almost the exact... What is the exact color of that highliner? I don't know how I managed to pull that off. Actually, let's go ahead and take Hush Hush, which is this beautiful, beautiful pink. Let's go ahead and take that and blend this out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that really made it. All right, I am going to go ahead and get my lashes on, and I will be right back to put on a lip color and finish this up and tell you guys my final thoughts. I will be right back. All right, you guys, we are going to do our lips now, and then I will do a quick summary of everything, eyelashes, all the palettes, all that stuff. So I'm going to be using MAC Cosmetics Strip Down. And the biggest tip that I can give you for your lips is to make sure, even eyeliners, is to make sure that you always have them sharpened before every single use. They will be so much easier to use. And this is the perfect color if you want to overdraw your lips. See, it's like literally skin color. And gonna make my X like I always do. This is Shady by Morphe. Oh, it feels good. It's definitely opaque. See, lip gloss. And it's like a light mauve color, but it still has a gray undertone to it. Okay, so when I was off camera, I was doing the lashes. They are the Morphe lashes, and they are in the style Secretive. They're pretty bad, which stinks because the style I love. I love these spiky lashes, especially for hooded eyes like I have, because you can see through them to see the shadows. But this band is weird, man. I don't know what... I don't know what the deal with the band is. I hope that they fix that, though, because I really, really like the actual style of them, but it has the strangest band on it that I have ever worked with. It is like solid plastic or something, and you just cannot get that thing. You can't get it to lay down. I mean, it just keeps wanting to come up. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it exactly. But it's unfortunate because I really, really liked them a lot. Okay, so just real quick to recap everything. I did put a little bit more of the color VIP in my inner corners here. I love it. I love all of them. I think they're all equally fantastic. They went on great. Great pigmentation. Almost, I mean, virtually no fallout, which blows my mind. And now this has been on for almost 2.5 hours. I struggled with the lashes. Then when I finally came back, the phone was doing an update, so I had to wait for it to get done, which took almost another hour. So this is about 3 hours old now. So it looks great, and I have not touched it up at all. Except I did, like I said, I put more on the inner corner. But that was mostly because I was just fighting with these lashes for so long. I love all of them. And like I said, the color story in each is just so easy to go with that I just wanted to see what it would be like to have all of them and try how cohesive they would be if you were using all of them. And it was amazing. I loved them. The only problem that I had was that I loved each color so much. I wanted to just stay on that color and use it more and more and more and more. I truly haven't been this excited about a palette in a really, really long time. I just wanted to keep playing with all the colors and putting more on and doing different things. And that was fun. That was a lot of fun to be that excited about creating again. It was a great time. I had a great time with these 4 palettes, and I know that I am going to be using them a lot. And thank you guys so much for all of your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And thanks again for spending an hour of your evening with me. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments. Remember, there are no such thing as disabilities, only different abilities. I love you all. God bless. Have a great night. Bye-bye.